Welcome to Fear versus Freedom. This is our brand new YouTube channel dedicated to increasing our ability to live a healthy and natural life. My name is David Cromar.
I'm Chase Flores. And we want to welcome you into this journey that we've learned through all the knowledge and understanding of the topics we're going to talk about. Again, I'm new to this, I'm new to this. I've learned a lot of the things that we're going to talk about through Dave and through a lot of my own research, and we'll dive right into that.
So some of the things we want to help with this channel is to empower you as an individual to actually do just that. Do your own research, make your own decisions in life. It's a sad state of affair, but we've all been conditioned to really let go of our own life and put it in the hands of authority figures, whatever that is in your life. For most people, it's teachers, doctors, and even clergymen, whatever that looks like in your life. We've been conditioned to believe that we're not smart enough to make our own decisions. You need to leave it up to the so-called experts. And so we trust what we're told, typically in headlines, and we're driven by fear, right? So the goal here with this channel is to learn how to hone your discernment skills, do your own education, step away from the fear, and make educated choices. Now, I was telling Chase, I remember as a child growing up, I grew up in Salt Lake City, Utah, and at the time, there weren't these massive enterprise medical centers everywhere you go, right? There were hospitals.
Oh yeah.
Far across the valley. You had one hospital over here, one hospital far across the valley over here, and they were just kind of these rundown buildings that were typically only used if you were having a baby, so start of life.
A major surgery.
Surgery, like emergencies. Trauma, right? Or end of life. If you were really old and had some kind of event that you needed emergency care, that's typically what it was all about. But that's not how it is today. It's a completely different landscape across the entire country. The United States is one of the sickest populations in the industrial world. And it's very surprising. So just to kind of give you an idea of what that's like, I mean, we're going to show you a brief clip here.
Yeah.
Good. All right, so we're up here on the northeast side of Colorado Springs in a subdivision called Briargate. Now, just take a look around because we've got massive health systems all over the place. We got UC Health Memorial Hospital there, a brand new children's hospital behind me over there, an orthopedic center, massive specialty group right there. And just across the street, we've got Kaiser Permanente over there, and another section of Children's Hospital where they do other specialties like neurology and pediatric neurology and things like that. Just on the drive here, we passed a massive medical center called St. Francis Medical Center that's about as big as these two combined, that also has a huge pediatric unit. Every couple miles there's an urgent care, and literally on almost every corner is a pharmacy. Why? What has happened to the United States and the people of the United States? Why are we so sick? This is the first generation that's not going to outlive their parents. We've got kids with autoimmune disease, with neurological disorders. We've got young people whose organs are failing them, and instead of trying to heal, they just get taken out and removed. You don't need it. You can just live without a gallbladder. This isn't okay. Our goal is to help you guys learn how to make better decisions so we can unplug from this system and actually naturally thrive. So join us on this journey, and we're going to help us live a healthy life.
All right, so like you guys just saw, I mean, that was just a small part of Colorado Springs, but I mean, they're everywhere. Medical campuses, pharmacies everywhere, urgent cares on almost every corner. And why is this, Dave?
It's a combination of many things. We've been taught, and this goes back not just this generation, the generations before, as science has made some medical breakthroughs, we've been taught that that's the new solution. That's the way to find health. And so take a look at this list and you'll see some of the things that are the issue. Diet and nutrition is going to be one of the main focuses that we want to pay attention to, because this is going to help you really stay healthy so you don't have to go to a medical doctor and go running to cover up your symptoms or get some relief from the symptoms you're experiencing. We want to focus on preventing that and understand the root cause if you are experiencing some of those things.
So what are some of the things we're going to get into with diet? It's not just eating, to lose weight, but eating to live a healthier lifestyle, to prevent a lot of things we're going to talk about, right?
We're going to talk a lot about, it's not just, Weight Watchers. Am I counting calories? Am I counting points? Does this pizza count as so many points? Does this ice cream count as so many points? We're not even going to get into that. What we're going to do is take it a step beyond. We're not going to manage calories. We're going to focus on managing hormones by timing when we eat. And we're going to also focus on macronutrients and getting the right balance of good, healthy fats, moderate proteins, and low carbohydrates. And this is going to help our body metabolize appropriately and keep us healthy and strong. Now, with that, you have to be wise about the choices of the food you're eating. And that brings us to another topic specific to organic versus GMO. Now, 40 years ago, that wasn't even an issue. Our parents and grandparents, they ate food. Now, you have to actually eat organic or man-made food. And we're going to talk about the difference.
And it's going to, all of this is going to be a huge lifestyle. It's going to be probably overwhelming for a lot of you. For me, it's been a long process. It's been hard to understand all the damage I'm doing to my body and to make that huge life change that, was started when I was a little kid, from, not breastfeeding to all the way up to eating fast food right now. So we're not saying you're going to make a life change right now, but we want to give you the tools to help you further that life change.
So let's just look at some of the topics that we want to talk about throughout this channel's throughout the life of this channel. So obviously diet and nutrition, natural remedies, yes, including cannabis. It's a very important piece of our endogenous systems. We have a respiratory system, an endocrine system, a nervous system. We also have an endocannabinoid system, and we need to support that with natural products, and cannabis is a great one. Physical fitness, this guy right here is about as fit as it gets. He's a firefighter. He understands fitness and the importance of it, so he's going to be a great resource.
Yeah, and I'll take over that section. Majority of it, I'll probably have Dave come in and we'll teach him some things, but it's more just getting in tune with your body again. It's not everything that we do in fitness isn't for everybody, but we'll adjust it. You can always adjust your workout for you.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll do. We'll do different things that you guys can do at home workouts, basic home workouts without weight, to heavy weightlifting if that's what you choose.
That's awesome. A hot topic lately is mental health, and you'll be surprised how closely this is related to this. Okay, we focus on our circumstance a lot, and it does impact our mental health. But we can handle circumstance a lot better when we have physical health, starting with diet and nutrition. Healthy relationships. We're going to share some of our successes and also our failures when it comes to parenting. I've made some huge failures throughout my life, and I learn as I go. So my oldest was kind of the testing ground, Caleb. You know it. You've seen us kind of evolve in parenting, and then Carter's kind of got some of that failure in there, and as the kids get younger, they get the more kind of experienced parent with less stress and more understanding of how to handle situations. So we're going to share some of our own experiences with parenting. And
yeah, I got 3 girls, so I got a lot to offer.
GMO versus organic. If you haven't looked at this information and the science and how it's affecting our community today, you'll be astounded at how much it affects everyone. We're seeing, epidemics of cancer and autism and all these different things. And of course, a lot of people think vaccines.
Yeah.
A lot of people think other things. GMO is a huge part of that. Vaccines also play a part of that. So yes, we are going to talk about vaccines. We're going to talk about risk awareness. And we're not going to say don't get vaccines or do get vaccines. We're going to lay data out there and you get to make your own informed decision. That's what it's about. We just want you to go, wait a minute. I don't think I knew that. Could that be true? I'm going to go look it up. That's what you should be doing.
Yeah, instead of relying on your doctor all the time, we're going to give you some of the tools that we've learned to make your educated decisions. Especially with vaccines, nutrition. These are our hot topics, especially right now. Vaccines is huge. We understand the movement that's going on, both sides of it. So we want to give you guys, again, those tools to understand why these are such hot topics.
We understand there's valid arguments on both sides. You need to learn how to, again, hone those discernment skills, weigh the risks versus the pros, and make that informed decision. Fluoride. Definitely a lot to learn there. We're only told all the benefits and what it can do for you. Not so sure it's the whole story. EMF pollution. What the heck is that? It's It's electromagnetic pollution, things that we're getting bombarded with every single day with our cell phones, our Wi-Fi routers, electrical wires around the homes, your Bluetooth headsets. All these things are affecting you neurologically, and it's really important to look into that and understand what's going on, even with legislation, things like 5G. We're moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
You know, regardless of all costs, we're going to be the first to get there. We need 5G. We need 5G. Oh, wait, doesn't that cause brain cancer? Who cares? We got to do it. It's going to be revolutionary. Exactly. Okay. So things, we'll get into details. Geoengineering, another like conflicting topic. Is it going on? Is it not? Isn't it just steam from the airplanes and exhaust and different things? It gets a little more complicated than you might think, and it's affecting our health in many different ways. And then we also want to just help educate so that you can recognize when you see it, propaganda in the mainstream media, and how for over a century, probably 2 centuries, probably longer, this has been mastered by those, who's they, people in power, corporations. Anyway, we're going to help you recognize social engineering. You'll be able to kind of take a deep look at the, core beliefs in your life and go, why do I believe what I believe?
Why do I believe the news told me that? You know, there's no, I think,
news,
journalism right now.
Mom and dad, church, who taught you? We're going to get into it, and we're going to be able to help you start to look at things more objectively and go, wait a minute. Am I just having an emotional reaction to this headline, or should I be looking further into this? And obviously you can guess the answer is we need to look at the details. The devil's in the details, and you want to be able to be making informed decisions, not emotional ones based off headlines. So those are just a few things that we're going to talk about. I'm sure we'll go way beyond this list over the lifespan of this channel. You're learning, I'm learning, you're learning, we're all going to learn from each other.
All right, so with those topics, our goal is through knowledge and awareness, we want to help nurture our individual health, strength, and courage to empower us all to reclaim our health and our own lives.
I'm excited for this journey. I think we're going to be able to make a little bit of a difference through our local community, hopefully throughout the state of Colorado, and hopefully it can continue to grow from there across the nation and maybe have a bit of an influence in the world.
Right.
You know, my son has been through a lot when it comes to health issues, and we know this stems back to vaccine injury, and sharing his story has been important to us because we've learned a lot through it. Perspective is a big deal. So a lot of people will view what we share and say, oh, you know, they're looking for attention, that's just a pity party. No, we're not. We're handling this. We know what to do. We've learned a lot. What we're sharing is, I want to help people understand that what he goes through every day could have been prevented through my own education. This is on me. As a father, I gave up my power. I gave up my decision making. I didn't do the research. My kids pay the price. And I don't want that to be on you or your kids. That's why I'm here. And that's why I talk to everybody I can about it. And I've gone through my entire family. and some are receptive, and some slam the door. Chase has been one of the first in literally probably hundreds of people that I talked to that came into this with an open mind from the beginning. And I'm hoping to find those people out there that want to learn, that want to grow, and that can look at things objectively and go, wow, I'm not being told the whole story. And I'm going to do my own research. That's my goal.
And we want to keep these episodes brief and to the point. We want to give you guys as much information, simple information, not with all these crazy scientific knowledge or terms. I mean, Dave's going to do it. I know Dave is. But that comes with our channel. You know, all the knowledge he's been taught, he just wants to bring it to you guys. So I'm pretty basic with all this. I'm just understanding it, but Dave knows a lot behind it. And again, we're just going to give you guys those tools briefly, you know, easily, so you can understand what's going on in the world.
We'll do our best to do it a little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a talker. I have been kind of looking into this type of content for about 6 years. My son has had severe epilepsy and autism, just severe, for almost 10 years now. And we were completely plugged into the medical system the first half of that, and it took us nowhere. In fact, only compounded the issue and made things worse. It was when we started paying attention to reality and what was going around in real life with people all around and learning from them, leveraging the power of social media, people sharing their experience and going, wow, that sounds like ours. I bet I could try something like that. And it worked, right? That's what led us to medical cannabis. That's what led us to learning more about the truth behind the food we're eating and the damage that it's doing. It all came from people that wanted to share their stories, share their success, and help people grow and become empowered and become a true individual. And that's my goal, is to help everyone out there that's willing to listen. So
I definitely think it's hard. It's a lot. It's really overwhelming when you start jumping into this. I mean, you just keep getting deeper and deeper into how much we should be in control of ourselves, our bodies, but we're not. And it's very dark stuff, and it's hard to understand and hard to comprehend and process, especially when you're getting deep into it. But we're going to make it as easy as possible, all right?
Sounds good.